We are in Bursa, Turkey, at our Pilotcar factory. This factory has been in existence since 2011. They have approximately 50 employees here, and we're going to be walking into the factory. They have a secure location here. You can see there's a gate that's controlled from the main office. They're going to let us in. And this is the main entrance here. We have security facilities. And we have cars ready to go. This is the entrance to the building. You can see Pilotcar. And this is one of the first vehicles that was manufactured. This is the entrance of our Pilotcar electric vehicles factory. We'll be walking into the factory. It's a little All manufacturing of the Pilotcar EV vehicles are done on site. The body frames are welded. They're sent for an electrolysis process, heat treated, and then returned to the factory. Fully steel. There's no chance of any corrosion, no rust corrosion. They use robotic arms where available for precise manufacturing. They have a full research and development team in this area. And you can see that they use, again, precise manufacturing for all internal and external parts. Now we'll be entering into our facility in the factory where they assemble the vehicle. So this is the assembly room. They have their parts department here. This is where they assemble body parts. They prepare the different body parts for the vehicles as they're going onto the assembly line. They do in-house windshield assembly, front body assembly, dashboard assembly, etc. You can see that this gentleman here is preparing a rear body to go on one of the cars on the assembly line. In this room here is the electric department. This is where all of the electronics are continuously tested. They set up models to make sure that the chargers are running, to check that the batteries work properly, that all the components are working. And this is a dedicated electronics department. We move on to the assembly area, and it's very controlled. and very precise. So here you can see a vehicle being prepared to go into the assembly line. This, they're preparing a PC wagon. You can see that it's the frame that's in place. They've assembled the electronics. They've installed the motor. They have part of the front suspension installed. And the vehicles are lined up, ready to continue on to the assembly line. So the first step here is the mechanical parts assembly. All parts are ready in order, very orderly, very clean facility. You can see these gentlemen here, they're working on the electric parts assembly. So this is the next step in the assembly. This gentleman is putting all the wires in place. They've installed the batteries, again, the chargers, all the wires, everything is in place. They have their work orders, they know what vehicle they're manufacturing, and you can see everything very orderly. The next step is the body parts assembly. So we moved from the mechanical parts to the electrical parts and into the body part assembly. So here you can see that they're installing the body parts. Again, everything very precise. These are professionals. These are professional automobile manufacturers. They know exactly what they're doing. They put these cars together. They're very high quality. This car is almost in a finished stage. As you can see, it moves on to the final inspection. Everything is tested. They use these different weights in order to test the vehicles, make sure that they have the capacity that they are designed for, and then they also put them on a dyno. You can see that they have an in-house testing. They test to make sure that the motor's running properly, that the brakes are set correctly, that everything is done again very precisely, and everything in order. You can see this gentleman, he's going to put the car up on the dyno, and he's going to be testing again to make sure that the motor's running properly, that the charging unit is working correctly. It's all computer controlled. You can see over here he's setting his computer for the correct test, and then he's going again get that machine running. Again, Pilotcar does all of their in-house assembly right in the same area where they're manufacturing the cars, putting them together. They have what they call a sub-assembly area for rear assembly, brake assembly, front suspension assembly, and you can see the parts are ready to be installed on the vehicles. Again, everything very orderly, many parts in stock, no shortage of parts, no issues getting replacement parts for any of these vehicles, as you can see. There you can see a motor assembly ready to be installed on a vehicle, our McPherson struts, bolts as needed. On this side we have the gas pedal and brake pedal assemblies. We have hubs and brakes, all parts very orderly and neatly labeled. And you can see this gentleman here, he's putting together an axle assembly and installing the motor. Everything is tested, everything is clean. They really do a wonderful job here. We'll walk through the assembly area. And they have a full warehouse of spare parts and replacement parts in stock. You can see everything automated, computerized, full racking system of parts, all spare parts that we would need for any vehicle, and also for their assembly. You can see all kinds of spare parts, chargers, batteries, wires, cables. This is a full working facility here to assemble these vehicles. Extremely professional, extremely clean, extremely efficient. Again, another row of spare parts. You can see that we stock tires and rims. They stock windshields and body parts for their assembly works, and also for any spare parts that we would need in the United States. Spare parts are readily available. We have a full stock of spare parts in the United States, and certainly here in Bursa, Turkey, every spare part that we would need for the vehicles. So as you can see, once again, when you buy a Pilotcar EV electric vehicle, you're buying a very high quality product. You can see the type of work that they do here, the organization that they have, and the quality that's manufactured in these vehicles. So we appreciate that very much. We appreciate being guests of the Pilotcar family here. They're very hospitable, and they're certainly right on the ball to get these vehicles manufactured and sent to us in a timely manner. Thank you very much for watching our video.